Last time we were in this spot, these apple trees behind us were just blooming. Now, harvest is here. Welcome back to another episode of Fridays in the Field. We're back at Vala's Pumpkin Patch and Apple Orchard. Vaughn is joining us to discuss all things about the crops you have here. And I don't want to say things are stressful, but opening day is almost here as we have this conversation, Vaughn.
Yeah, opening day is almost here. We're having our apple festival this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and Monday. So looking forward to that and looking towards a great crop.
Talk about where we're at right now. I mentioned we've seen the progression through our episodes so far of Fridays in the Field. From the time we had our first conversation standing right here to now, a lot of things have changed and you've got a great crop, it looks like.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed. When we were out here last time, we were just at bloom, and so here we are, several weeks later, and we've got a great crop. And if you happened to catch us last time, these are all on dwarf rootstock, so these are as big as these trees are going to get. These are about 6 years old, and we're hoping to get somewhere around a bushel, 3/4 of a bushel to a bushel a piece off of each of these trees. So great crop, but that can change overnight. This is farming, and in a little different way that can change overnight. So we're just really thankful that we have an irrigation system. It's been a very dry year, but the crop looks beautiful.
Remind me how many acres of apples you have.
There is about 40 acres of apples, give or take, 1,000 trees per acre. So in theory, if everything aligns, that's about 40,000 bushels of apples, which we won't quite make that, but it'll still be a significant amount.
This is a massive public attraction of sorts, and you mentioned things will kick off this weekend with your big apple festival. What are the challenges, though, when you've got that many trees out here and trying to space things out for your entire season?
It's basically suggestive, so we pretty much are here for the U-pick situation. We sell a small amount of the percentage goes through the front door is already picked, and then we pick for cider, both sweet cider and hard cider. So the challenge is we want to have as many people get as many apples and different varieties as possible, but we also need to take care of our own needs. So that's one of the big challenges, and just the logistics of moving people around throughout the orchard, throughout the farm. That can be a challenge.
We'll get to those logistics and the details of opening up here in a minute, but want to ask you about the pumpkins. We talked about those extensively last time. Quick update on how they're doing.
They're doing great. They're getting some size. We haven't had very much rain since the last time, maybe if we're lucky an inch. So, and we did not put them on irrigation this year. We chose not to, but they're doing great. They're going to be ready here. We're going to start picking for our own purposes about the 16th of September or so. So right around the corner, so they're looking really good.
You will open officially for season ticket holders, as I understand. Talk about who will be coming this weekend out to Vala's Pumpkin Patch and Apple Orchard.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we'll be having apple picking. We'll also be doing a butterfly release throughout the weekend, and we'll do that. The month of September is basically festival weekend, so we'll have different themed festivals on the weekends, and then October 1st we're open 7 days a week through October 31st.
Yeah. Certainly a busy time of year out here, and also the thing I think about is the logistics behind the employees and the number of employees you're bringing on here to make sure you're ready to welcome people. Talk about that side of it.
That is a great challenge. We shoot for somewhere around 900 to 1,000 employees, which has its challenges because it's just a short period of time, that 9-week period, but we seem to do it every year. And our orchard crew is basically in place. They are all year round, so we don't have that challenge, but it's the rest of the farm that really has that personnel. I don't want to say issues, but challenge getting enough people to do what we need to do.
And so do things look differently, your schedule-wise, when it comes to opening up for the season?
Long days. Yeah. We get here about 7 o'clock in the morning. Some get here earlier, and we're open weeknights till 9, weekends till 10. So we're pretty much here the duration. So that's kind of a challenge also.
be a few more weeks before we catch up with you, and we'll be in the prime of your season at that point. Looking forward to talking about all the attractions you have out there at that point. But final word is yours this week. What would you like to share with us?
We hope you all come out. We just got a great crop this year. One of the best crops we've probably ever had, thanks to an irrigation system out here. The rain really didn't. I had local orchards call me this week looking for apples because they were hailed out. So we were lucky enough to miss those storm events, weather events, and really right now when I walked out this morning at about 5 o'clock this morning, when I walked out of the house, it was brisk and beautiful. And the first thing that pops in my mind is, the apples are going to color and sweeten up, because that's what we need right now is cool nights to get our nice color and our good sweetness.
And that crisp sure reminds all of our viewers of fall, and that's officially here.
That is officially here. It is, and we hope it stays away for just a little bit. Just a little bit.
There we go. Vaughn, appreciate your time as always. That is Vaughn Hammond with Vala's Pumpkin Patch and Apple Orchard, kind enough to join us on this week's episode of Fridays in the Field, which is brought to you by FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.